lower body movement and its role in the golf swing. What are we supposed to do? Do we sway? Do we lift? Do we turn? What is the lower body responsible for doing in the golf swing? Hi, Jeff Caminiti here, coming to you from Maple Hill here in the Lunch Kitchen, and I want to discuss what your lower body is supposed to do, specifically talking about lifting of the left heel as a right-handed golfer. Okay, so I have a lot of my students ask me, should I or is it okay to lift my left heel? And I say, maybe. What does that mean? Maybe means this: if you're rotating your body properly, I'm actually perfectly okay with the left heel coming off the ground because it gives your hip more mobility to turn, which is what most golfers need. Probably more of the modern day golf teaching has talked about restricting hip turn, creating more torque in the upper body. The problem with that is that most people aren't flexible enough to do that, and they restrict their shoulder turn in doing so, and a lot of negative things come from that, including loss of power. So when we talk about lifting of this left heel, if I see someone do this, where they lift their left heel because they're standing up out of their spine angle, that's a problem, okay? But their left heel isn't lifting. That in itself is not the negative. The negative is the fact that they're coming up and out of their spine angle. Now, take another person who lifts the left heel. I'm saying from this angle here, they lift their left heel because their pivot or their turn of their hips allows them to do that. That's a great thing, and it's not fundamentally right or wrong at that point. Okay? So that's the first thing I want to talk about with the lower body. Next thing I want to talk about, we're going to cover two things. And I got my bender stick here to show us a couple, just to use as a prompt here, for, is your lateral sway in the backswing? Is there not? And what are we doing on the downswing as well? So let's talk about the backswing first, okay? In the backswing, the role of the hips are really to turn this way. So if you're wondering, should I sway? Should I get my weight transferred back to my right side? What I want to do is I want to actually have my right hip move away from this ball right here. Okay? So if I were to do something like this, and I see a lot of people do this, where it's a reverse weight shift, now their spine angle is all out of position. That causes a lot of problems where I'll see somebody now counter-react to that and really dip down, hit it fat, hit it thin, all types of messy shots from there. So what we want to do here is we want that weight. Yeah, there's some of the weight that's going to move to the right side, but I can honestly tell you that probably about, if I start out here at 50-50, maybe I have 60% of my weight on my right side, and my right hip has turned away, not laterally this way. Now, let's go to the other side, which is the downswing, okay? I hear a lot of people, I think there's confusion with this, is there any type of lateral movement that way, okay, or towards the target? The answer is yes, there is. Why? I don't think it's that you need to think about it so much. It's the fact that once you get up here like this, there is going to be a weight transfer to your front leg. And as you do that, you can see that my hip has moved this way. Now all the time, it's definitely turning and clearing as well. Okay, so the hip on the through swing is really responsible for clearing and turning out of the way. And if you shift your weight, it's naturally there is going to be what looks to be like a hip slide or a shift, whatever you want to call it, but there is going to be some momentum going that way. Okay? So hopefully these concepts help clear it up for you a little bit about what the lower body is really responsible for doing in not only the backswing and the downswing. Hopefully those things help you. Go out, give it a shot. Hopefully you'll do a lot better.